welcome back to my channel. This is Prepping by Faith, and today I just wanted to discuss ways that we can reduce the pain at the pump. I know that gas prices are continuing to increase all over the nation. It doesn't look like that it's going to slow down anytime soon. So I know one of the things that we talk about is just storing extra gasoline in gas containers and then fuel stabilizer and that sort of thing. But what about those of us that live in an apartment, or those of us that already have so much prepping materials in our garages we don't have room for it, or we just don't feel comfortable storing up all that fuel? So I wanted to come up with a few other suggestions for those of us for more of a long-term solution to this problem. So the first one that I wanted to mention is I think we should consider bringing back carpooling. Now that is something that I don't know if any of us are still doing. Maybe there's a few of us that are, but I feel like that's a conversation we need to start having with our coworkers, anybody who lives in a nearby neighborhood, just kind of talking to them and seeing if they would be willing to do something like that. And then if you're on a different schedule from that individual, then maybe going ahead and approaching your supervisor and just seeing if you can have that schedule changed. I feel like your supervisor would understand if you just approached it in a way and told them that you're concerned about these rising costs. And with the way things are going, we're not certain that we're even going to be seeing raises this year from companies. So anything that we can do to reduce our costs and stretch our budget. So with that, the second one I think that we should consider is if we were working from home during this health crisis and we've just recently gone back to the office, bringing that up with our boss and seeing if with this inflated cost in gasoline, if they would be willing to let you go back to working from home. That's definitely going to reduce a lot of those trips back and forth and help stretch your budget. So I would consider approaching your boss about that conversation as well. And then the third thing I wanted to mention is that we've said things like, mitigating our trips to the store, reducing those, not running over to the store just for a loaf of bread or a gallon of milk. But maybe we want to think about taking that a step further and just having a conversation with any relatives that live nearby or friends or neighbors that would be willing to do a weekly grocery trip together in one vehicle and just have both of you go together. It would be safer with everything that's going on, and then it would reduce those fuel costs. And maybe you just want to alternate, 1 week one person drives, the next week, the other, or you want to try something where the person who's driving is compensated for the gasoline. However you want to work it, but I think that's something that we should also think about as a way of added protection and just reducing those gasoline prices. And then the last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is just obviously purchasing anything we can now to get ahead of this, right? From our food to any goods that we use on a regular basis, clothing, shoes, whatever it is that we need to start stocking up on that we don't have enough of, we need to get ahead of this thing that way and have those goods on hand. We know that these costs are going to continue to rise with the gas prices. It's going to cost these companies more to bring these things to us, so therefore they're going to pass that on to us. They're not going to absorb those costs, right? And then I just kind of wanted to talk about, while you're in the car with a coworker or something, that may also be a time where you could, start planting some seeds about preparation. Open up that conversation and start talking about those things that maybe you haven't had an opportunity to do before. So anything that we can do to kind of help the community and empower the community to stretch their budget during this time, I feel like is going to be a good thing for everyone. And if there's anything else that you guys have thought about as ways of reducing that pain at the pump, go ahead and comment down below and let me know. If you've enjoyed this video today, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And remember to pray, prep, and put God first. God bless.